Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to this session of Class 6 Mathematics, and I am your Anu from MathSchool.1. We have been seeing the chapter Basic Geometrical Ideas, and we have completed the concepts, and today we are going to see some problems or some fill in the blanks or some one words in the chapter, so that we would be able to revise the chapter once again. Okay, so let's move on to some fill-ups. Okay, some one words we'll do first, then we'll move on to some problems. Now first one is, dash is the polygon having the least number of sides. Polygon having the least number of sides. So now first, what is the polygon? I've said polygon is a shape or a curve. It's a simple closed curve which is made up of line segments, just line segments. Okay, so when I when I draw polygon, two points are, if there are only 2 points, we can draw just a line out of it, isn't it? 2 points, we can draw a line out of it. Only if there are 3 points, we'll be able to draw a closed curve, and that is a triangle. So we need 3 non-collinear points to draw a triangle. So with the least number of sides, we can draw a triangle. Okay, so triangle is the polygon with least number of sides. So to start with, a polygon starts with a triangle. Okay, so this has least number of sides is 3. Number of sides is 3. So triangle is the polygon with least number of sides. Okay. The next one is, a quadrilateral has, what do you mean by quadrilateral? A triangle has 3 sides. A quadrilateral, quad means it's 5. Okay. It can be any 4-sided figure. Any 4-sided closed curve is called a quadrilateral, and it has dash diagonals. Now what do we mean by diagonals? Diagonals are line segments which are not adjacent. See, diagonals are not, they are not adjacent, they do not form the sides of the quadrilateral. Diagonals are just the line segments which do not form the sides of a polygon. In general, diagonals join opposite vertices. Okay, they join opposite vertices. C, A and C are vertices. B and D are vertices, opposite vertices. So diagonals join opposite vertices and they do not form the sides of the quadrilateral. Okay. If a line segment join opposite vertices and they do not form the sides of the polygon, then they are called diagonals. So how many diagonals does a quadrilateral have? It has 2 diagonals. Okay. So AC and BD are 2 diagonals. That you should remember. The next one is the chord passing through the center of the circle. Chord passing through center of the circle. So a circle, center marked as O. The chord, I told you chord is a line segment which has 2 points on the circle. Isn't it? 2 endpoints on the circle. So if I draw the chord through the center, it will be the longest chord of the circle, because when you move towards the circle, the chord, length of the chord increases, and you move away from the center, the length of the chord decreases. So only through the center, the chord has the longest distance. Okay, so the chord passing through the center is called the diameter, and this is the longest chord of the circle. So that you should remember. The both things you should remember about the diameter is, it is the longest chord and it passes through the center. Okay. Now the next one is the same. The next question is the longest chord of a circle. So the longest chord of a circle is its diameter. Now do you understand? The longest chord and the chord passing through the center is called the diameter. Next is a simple closed curve which is not a polygon. A simple closed curve. A simple closed curve which is not a polygon. If it is not a polygon, then what it is? Polygon is made up of line segments. A simple closed curve which is not made up of line segments is a circle. See, this is not made up of line segments and this is a simple closed curve. So what do we mean by simple closed curve? It should be closed and it should not have any lines crossing. See, it should not have any crossing lines. Like this, it should not have any crossing lines. It should be a simple closed curve. So this is a simple closed curve which is not made up of line segments and which is not a polygon, of course. So circle, that is a circle. The circle is the answer for this. The next one is the joining of two non-adjacent vertices. So the join of two non-adjacent vertices. Just now we saw this, isn't it? This is a pentagon I have drawn onto scale. So a simple closed curve which is not a polygon. We have finished the join of two non-adjacent vertices. Join of two non-adjacent. See, which are all the adjacent vertices. If I name the vertices, this is A, B, C, D and E. Okay. Then A, B are adjacent, B, C adjacent, C, D adjacent, D and E are adjacent and A and E are adjacent vertices. Okay. So the non-adjacent vertices are A and C are non-adjacent, B and D are non-adjacent, C and E are non-adjacent, then D and A are non-adjacent, E and B are non-adjacent. So I have joined all the non-adjacent vertices. So the non-adjacent vertices, if you see, they are inside the polygon and they do not form the sides of the polygon, and they join the opposite vertices or they join the non-adjacent vertices which are not adjacent. So if they join adjacent vertices, then they are called sides of the polygon. They do not see these vertices are non-adjacent. So the line joining non-adjacent vertices are called diagonals. So these are what called diagonals. Do you understand? If the adjacent vertices, if the line joins adjacent vertices, then that line is called the side. See this, these are all sides. Okay. ED, AE, AB, all sides of the polygon. Now the next one is the meeting point of pair of sides is called what? Meeting point. So let us take a square, simple square. A, B, C, D, I name it. A, B, C, D are vertices. Meeting point of pair of sides, that is, this is a side and this is a side. So this side and this side meets at B. AB and BC meet at B. Likewise, BC and CD meet at C, and CD and AD meet at D, and DA and AB meet at A. So what are these points for? The meeting point of pair of sides is of course the vertex. Singular is vertex and all these are vertices. Okay. So meeting point of pair of sides is called the vertex. Okay. Next is the distance around the circle. Now see, what is the distance around the circle? Now before going to the circle, let us see what is the distance around the square or around a rectangle or any polygon which is made up of line segment. What is the distance around these polygons called? That is called a perimeter. What is the distance around the square? If I start from A, I go along the boundary and reach A. So what is the distance covered by me from A to back A? That is called the perimeter, the distance around the square. So likewise, the distance around the circle, when I start from A and I go round once and come back to A, what is the distance covered by me? That distance is called the circumference. That is not, we don't call it as perimeter. Perimeter is regarding polygons. Now we call for circle it is circumference. The distance around the circle is called its circumference. Okay. Now the next one is the region. Dash is the region in the interior of a circle. So it's in the interior, it's inside a circle, in the interior of a circle enclosed by an arc. So there is an arc here, this is center O. Let us mark the arc as AB. Okay, so A and B are 2 points. So just a part of the circle, I told you, part of the circle is called an arc. So arc of, enclosed by arc on one side and on one side, and a pair of radii. Radii is plural for radius. So you have 2 radii, pair of radii on the other 2 sides. Okay, it means, see, OA and OB are 2 radii, that is pair of radii on one side and arc on one side. So what is the area enclosed by the arc and the 2 radii? So what is it called? This is called a sector. Okay, unlike this is a chord and this is an arc. The area enclosed between the chord and the arc, that is called a segment, whereas the area enclosed by the arc and radii of the circle is called a sector. That you should know the difference, you should know. This is because of chord and this is because of the radii. Okay. Now the next thing is, the last one, 10th one is diameter of a circle is dash of its radius. So what is diameter? Diameter, we told, diameter, see, this is the longest chord, or this is the chord which passes through the center of the circle, we know, isn't it? So from center, what is this distance? This is radius, and from here this is also radius. So 2 times radius will be your diameter, isn't it? There are 2 radius in a diameter. So diameter of a circle is twice that of its radius. Okay, so diameter is twice that of its radius. So 2 times r is equal to diameter. So d is equal to 2 times r. Do you understand? Twice the radius is diameter. Yes. Now we have seen some of the fill-ups from the chapter. Okay, so next we move on to a problem. Like, see, given an angle is there, we know the arms of the angle are rays. Here we have a point OA and B is here, D on the angle, and there is another ray and a point here and point Q here. Now what you are asked is, in the given figure, which point lies on angle AOB? Okay, on angle AOB. See, angle AOB. This is angle AOB. On the angle AOB. On the angle AOB means it is on the angle. It is on the arms of the angle. Okay, it is on the rays OA or OB. Is there any point on OA or OB? Yes, there is a point D on OB. So on AOB angle, the point D is there. Okay, next is, which is in the exterior of AOC. See, exterior of AOC, this is AOC. This angle is AOC, isn't it? This is your AOC. And this angle, see, somewhat up to this is interior of AOC, isn't it? We have an imaginary space inside the angle. So that is the interior of AOC. And the exterior of AOC is this place. These places are exterior of AOC. So of course Q is in the exterior of Q is in the exterior of AOC, and we can also say D and B also lie on the exterior of A and C. So D, B and Q are all to the exterior of angle AOC. Okay, so that is what we write. Now similar to this, I can draw a triangle PQR. See, I draw a triangle PQR, and they ask you mark a point A in the interior, point B in the exterior. Okay, so you need to mark a point A in the interior and exterior. So which is the interior part? The inside part is called the interior. So I mark A here, and these are all the exterior points, exterior region. So I mark a point B here. So B is in the exterior of PQR triangle, and A is in the interior of triangle PQR. Do you understand? So this is another type of problem you have, and you are asked to draw a rough sketch of a quadrilateral. So I draw a rough sketch of quadrilateral with 4 line segments, 4 sides, this quadrilateral, and you are asked to state 2 pairs of opposite sides and 2 pairs of adjacent angles. 2 pairs of opposite sides and 2 pairs of adjacent angles. So we have AB as one side, opposite of AB is CD. So AB and CD are opposite sides. You can also name the other opposite sides too, pair of other opposites. AD and BC. So AD and BC are opposite sides. Now what are adjacent angles? Adjacent angles next to. So this is A, B, C and D. So angle A and angle B are adjacent angles, isn't it? Likewise, angle B and angle C, angle B and angle C, angle C and angle D, angle C, angle D, then angle D and angle A. Angle D and angle A, these are all adjacent angles. So you understand the concept of adjacent sides. See, AB, BC adjacent side, BC, CD adjacent, CD, DA adjacent, isn't it? Opposite sides are AB and DC, CB and DA, they are opposite sides. Now what is adjacent angle? AB adjacent, BC adjacent, CD adjacent, DA adjacent angles. What are opposite angles? AC opposite angles, BD opposite angles. Do you understand the meaning of opposite and adjacent? Okay. Now the next thing is, I draw a circle here. See, they have given you a circle now, and they have marked AB here, and they have marked your diameter is POQ and R. See, they have shaded this portion, and they also shaded the portion here. Now they have asked you to find 3 radii. 3 radii, you need to find 3 radii, then a diameter, then a segment, a chord, a sector, and an arc. Okay, so these things you have to mark in the given circle. So what are 3 radii? We know from center to any point on the circle, the distance is radii. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Let us name them OP, OQ and OR are radii, because from center to any point on the circle, these lines are radii. Now a diameter, you have PQ diameter, because it passes through the center. So the longest chord which passes through the center is diameter. Now segment, what do you mean by segment? I told you a chord and the arc, isn't it? So this is your segment. So AB, segment AB. AB along with the chord, that is called a segment. And a chord, generally a chord is AB. You can draw, you can name AB as a chord, and you can also say that PQ is also a chord, isn't it? Because it has endpoints on the circle. So you can write either AB or PQ. PQ is also a chord. Now what is a sector? Sector is the area enclosed by the arc and 2 radii. We have seen before, isn't it? So this is the sector. So we write it as POR. POR is a sector now. An arc. Either I can write AB or I can write PR. So AB or PR. Both are arcs. Do you understand how do we mark the paths in the circle? Okay. So do understand, don't confuse between sector and segment. Do understand segment is because of curve and sector is because of radii and the arc. Okay. So these are some of the problems we have seen today, and in the next part we'll continue with some more problems in the same chapter. So until I meet you in the next part, it's bye from Anu from artschool.1. Thank you.